claims that former Speaker of the National Assembly Baleka Mbete shielded former President Jacob Zuma from prosecution while he was head of state have been refuted. Before we continue, please kindly hit on the subscribe button as we go into the details. Mbete, a prominent member of the South African Parliament, has come under fire for allegedly protecting Zuma from criticism when pertinent questions were brought up. In response to these charges, Mbete said that it was her responsibility as Speaker to protect the laws of Parliament and keep the peace during sittings. She made it clear that her responsibility was to make sure parliamentary procedures were conducted properly and in accordance with the law, not to protect anybody, including Zuma. The man on X states that because Jacob Zuma was shielded by every member of the ANC, Baleka has to cease lying. Regarding this, a lot of individuals have differing views, and the majority of them don't believe what Baleka Mbete says. Zuma was the subject of several discussions and accusations throughout his administration, mostly centered on state capture and corruption. Mbete was often accused by opposition parties of protecting Zuma by obstructing or halting debates that questioned his leadership. Mbete refuted these allegations, stating that she always followed the law. She also said how often the high levels of tension in Parliament placed her in awkward situations. She said she was only going about her business in a difficult political climate. There are still others who believe that she was involved in shielding Zuma from more intense examination in Parliament. Her acts during Zuma's administration continue to be a source of discussion and contention for many South Africans. Once more, renowned political analyst Lukhona Mnguni has brought attention to an unusual tendency in South African politics in a remarkable observation on the present political atmosphere. A lot of discussion has been prompted by Mnguni's recent claim that I have never seen a political person resign, join another party, and announce it on the political platform of the party they are leaving, among stakeholders and political watchers. Mnguni's criticism is aimed at the recent resignation of a prominent politician who, instead of quietly switching to a new party, made the decision to publicly announce both their new affiliation and their departure from their old party. Mnguni called this action unusual, and it has sparked debate over the morality of such a public shift as well as established political conventions. In order to maintain party integrity and prevent any disturbances, resignations and party swaps in South Africa have always been handled with a certain amount of formality and distancing. The present strategy, however, seems to defy this tradition, perhaps indicating a move toward more spectacular and astute political maneuvers in the media. Opinions among political commentators about this development's significance are split. While some contend that these overt changes are indicative of a more open and dynamic political environment, others worry that they compromise the values of political allegiance and strategic judgment. Mnguni's insights are a timely reminder of the dynamic nature of political practices and the necessity for continuous examination of the ways in which these shifts affect public perception and governance as South Africa navigates this changing political terrain. This occurrence represents a substantial break from custom and might have an impact on future political transition management techniques, forcing politicians and parties to reevaluate their approaches in a political environment that is becoming more and more public. Once more, the Umkhonto weSizwe purchases Floyd Shivambu, concluding the political coup of Jacob Zuma. The Umkhonto weSizwe organization's head, Jacob Zuma, has successfully wooed Floyd Shivambu, the deputy president of the Economic Freedom Fighters, to his organization, captivating South African politics with his calculated maneuver. This unexpected alliance is poised to significantly increase the power of the Umkhonto weSizwe party and change the political landscape. Shivambu's move from the Economic Freedom Fighters, EFF, to Umkhonto weSizwe has resulted in a significant realignment in South Africa's political landscape. Shivambu's departure means that juliusmalema's EFF has lost a charismatic speaker and leader with a track record of innovative ideas. His appointment is seen as Zuma's astute attempt to strengthen Umkhonto weSizwe's standing and political position. With extensive knowledge of South African politics, Zuma is widely seen as a skilled tactician. It is expected that Umkhonto weSizwe would acquire credibility and a tactical advantage with the appointment of Shivambu, a renowned politician renowned for his unwavering position on social and economic issues. This is seen by many in the political arena as an effort to profit off